Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Merly. In this video, we're gonna be planting some peppers, eggplants, and some tomatoes. I have here a 72 cell Pro Helix kit. It comes with a tray and a humidity dome. Okay, let me open that one so I can show you what's in here. So it's my first time to use something like this because I usually use that 6-pack or the 4-pack, or if not, I use the peat pellets. With this one though, there are 72, so that's gonna be, oh, you can fold it in half. So this is 36 and 36 cells on this side. So this is where you put your seed starting mix and your seeds, and then this is the humidity dome, and then we have here the tray that catches the water. So you're gonna put the cells inside the tray like that, and we're gonna put this aside because we're gonna be using this later. Now let's talk about the growing medium that we're gonna use. This one is a Jiffy seed starter mix. You can also make your own seed starting mix. I got this last year from a clearance. There's only one bag left, so I'm just using all of it, and then when I'm done using all my peat pellets and all my seed starter mixes, I'm going to make my own seed starter mix. So when I opened the bag, there were some unusual things that you're not supposed to see in a good seed starting mix, but I think it's because it's already old, and so I decided to boil some water, and then I poured the boiling water into the seed starting mix. So instead of using regular water, water at room temperature, I used boiling water. It's still a little bit hot. Actually, I can still see some steam in it, but I will go ahead and put the seed starting mix in the cells, and then I will just let it cool down. It's already late, so I'll probably just let this cool down overnight, and then tomorrow we're gonna be planting. I'm just gonna push this down using a chopstick, not trying to compact it, but for some reasons they didn't go through the bottom, so I have to push the seed starting mix a little bit to make sure that I fill each of the cell with seed starting mix properly. I think I have added too much water to it, but that is fine because the seed starting mix was so gross and it smelled so bad. Now it smells so good. The boiling water did kill all of that fungus, maybe some bacteria, some diseases, who knows what was in there. As you can see, this one right here, after I push down the seed starting mix, it still looks deep. So we have to make sure that we fill the cell really, really good. My seed starting mix is now cold enough for planting, and so I have this plan. We're gonna be planting some peppers and eggplants and some tomatoes today. This is the plan that I prepared for my eggplants, peppers, and tomato trays. The pink symbols on top are the eggplant, so I'm gonna be planting the Casper eggplants, little fingers, another Casper from MI Gardner. And then this is Black Beauty, so I have them in here. I'm just gonna be doing 2 for each plant type, or 2 for each variety, I mean. And then early long purple and long purple. So basically the first row on top, that's gonna be all the eggplants. And then the yellow ones are the peppers, Jimmy Nardello, Yolo Wonder, Purple Beauty, Big Red, Giant Marconi, Corno de Toro, Keystone Resistant Giant, and Sweet Banana. So I'm gonna be planting 5 cells for each of these pepper types, and then I'm gonna have 10 of the big red tomatoes and 10 of the beefsteak tomatoes to complete the 72 cell tray. Just like what I did to my tomato tray, I'm going to put a sticker in front of this tray, so I know which one is the front and the back, and I will not label each of the cell or the rows anymore because my label would be here in this chart. I used to label each row or each plant in a cell tray, and it takes so much time, and then sometimes you make some mistakes and interchange the labels, or they fall over and you don't know where to put them. So I think this way is a better way of labeling your seedlings, because you can just then compare the chart to the tray and you know where everything is. The first thing that we are sowing is the Casper eggplant from Baker Creek. So I'm gonna need 2 cells, and I'm going to put 3 seeds in each cell. The next plant is the Little Fingers eggplant, and I will also put 4 seeds in each cell. The reason why I am overseeding the cells is because I am not really sure about the germination of this eggplants. Based on experience, eggplants don't have a very good germination rate, but of course it is my first time to get my seeds from Baker Creek, so we shall see. Okay, so 2 cells with the Little Fingers eggplants. This is plant number 3, Casper eggplant from MI Gardener. Honestly, I haven't been successful with the Casper eggplant, and I try to plant Casper eggplant every year. For some reasons, I don't get, they just don't grow. So we'll see about this one this year. Okay, so that's our Casper. Next is Black Beauty eggplant. I had plenty of Black Beauty eggplants last year. However, the harvest was not that great. For one, I planted my eggplants in the wrong spot because I planted them next to my string beans. And the trellis for the string beans was really, really high. And so the string beans shaded my eggplants. They could only get sunlight after 12 noon. And they weren't happy about it. So this year, I'm gonna need to plant them in a strategic location so they get more sunlight. The next one is the early long purple eggplant from Fairy Moors. Now last year I thought their fruits looked like the Black Beauty eggplants, but there's a possibility that those were all Black Beauty, so I don't know. But we shall see this year. If I still get Black Beauty eggplants from these plants, then I'm gonna conclude that they made a mistake of putting the seeds in this seed packet. and put some black beauty instead of the early long purple eggplant that they put in the label. Okay, let's do another cell for this. This is our second to the last eggplant cell. Eggplant variety. The last one for the first row is the long purple eggplant from M.I. Gardner. The picture looks so pretty. This is the kind of eggplant that I like, and it's good for so many kinds of dishes, especially my favorite eggplant omelette. Ooh, that's so yummy. So I can't wait for this. The next batch would be the peppers, and we have 8 different kinds of peppers that we are planting. And I'm gonna go from the second row to the front of the tray, starting with Jimmy Nardello. I have heard so many things about this Jimmy Nardello pepper, and I'm so excited to try it. Ew, there are only 15 seeds in that packet, so it does not actually look like there are 15. Oh, maybe there are. I'm gonna put 2 seeds in each cell. I should have enough for planting 2 seeds per cell because I will only do 5 cells. Ooh, it's just right. Okay, so all of the Jimmy Nardello right here. Next is the Yolo Wonder. And here is the picture of the Yolo Wonder peppers. There are 50 seeds in this packet, so I will do 3 seeds per cell. The seeds of this pepper are actually bigger than your usual peppers. So maybe this will make some bigger fruits as well. That's pretty cool. Just my guess. Okay. 3 plants each. And if all of them will germinate, then that's a good thing. I'll try to separate them. If not, we'll just trim them off. And what you want to do, if that is the case, is to leave the strongest seedling. You have to keep the strongest seedling, so you will have a strong plant in the end. This is our pepper plant number 3, the purple beauty pepper. Very yummy, very nice looking. So, and I have grown this kind last year. There are only 15 seeds in that packet, so I'm gonna be doing 2 seeds in each cell, so that I will have extra 5 seeds, just in case. Pepper number 4. It's the big red variety, and I have 50 seeds, so I'm gonna do 3 seeds per cell. Pepper number 5 is the giant Marconi. 25 seeds in this packet, so I think it does not hurt to do 3 seeds per cell this time. Our next pepper plant is Corno di Toro. I don't know if this one is sweet or mild or hot. It does not really say in the packet, but I'll just go ahead and put 2 seeds in each cell. Last year, we sold some of our seedlings. We were kind of thinking of doing the same thing this year, but I'm not really sure. Maybe if we have some extra, we will do it. The next pepper type that we have is the Keystone resistant giant, which is a large bell pepper type, and the packaging says it is the sweetest bell pepper in the market. So we will see about that. I have 60 seeds in the packet, so we will do 3 seeds per cell. Oh, you can tell that these are really huge. Look at that. These are just big seeds right here. And this is just how I start them. I put all of them on top so I can see which cells already have the seeds. Because if you cover the seeds right away, sometimes I get confused with that and then I end up adding more seeds to a cell that has been planted already. The last pepper type is the sweet banana pepper, and then after this we're going to be planting our tomatoes. Oh, I don't have a lot because this is a packet I got last year, so I have planted most of it already. So let's try to have 2 in each cell, and I hope I have enough for all of the cells. I don't really want to buy some more sweet banana peppers this year. I still have so many in my freezer. Oh, I actually have enough. I actually have 2 extra seeds that goes back in the seed packet for later use. Next would be the big red tomatoes from my friend's garden. I'll probably just plant all of this because this was harvested in 2016. And that was, what, 7 years ago? It's been a long time. Well, last year I planted this, and surprisingly, I had 100% germination rate from these seeds. So that was good. This is a good variety, actually. Um, True to its name, these tomatoes are big. And they're very yummy. They're very good for slicing. Oops, oh no. Hold on. I dropped one here in the other cell. We don't want to mix them up. Okay. I don't know how many are there, but I'll just go back to the cells and add one more to have 3. And if I have some more extra, I'll just put them in all of these cells, 2, 4, 6. I have 7 left. So I'm going to be putting 4. Oops. Actually have 3 extra. So some of them will have 5. That's fine. I'm not even sure if this will germinate good this year. I know last year it did. Well, actually, I just realized that I have 10 cells for the big red tomatoes. So I'm going to transfer some of them here. Okay, so now I have 3 left on here. I get 2 on the other side. I'll just transfer this. And this one. Oh, that's not hard to do. One here. One here. Let's just separate this 2. And then this one. And this one. Okay, we have 2 left on here. We get 3 in this cell and then 2 each on this side. Okay, so that's not bad at all. Then the next one would be the beefsteak tomato from Fairy Moors. And I have a lot of it. So we're doing 3 seeds in each cell this time. Oh, that's already 2. Now these seeds are tiny. I probably accidentally dropped 4, but that's okay. The next step is to cover the seeds with the seed starting mix. The peppers and eggplants and some tomatoes have been planted in this tray. Now, here's a tip on how to have a good germination of your peppers. And this works with eggplants as well. I did this last year. I bought this heat mat. I got this from Amazon, and this one can heat it up approximately 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. And I like using this one. With this though, you need to make sure that you put the humidity dome over your seed starting tray so that you can keep the moisture inside. There is no thermostat though in this kind. I don't know if They probably have something that's better. This is a cheap one that I got for like 10, maybe $12 last year. And so I'm going to show you how to set this up. Before we set this up, one very important thing, make sure that there's no water on the heat mat. Because as we know, electricity and water don't go well together. So we're setting up our heat mat and the tray of peppers and eggplants. This one right here is just a lid of a tote. And then I will put the heat mat on top of it. And I will plug it up. And then I'm going to put my tray on top of the heat mat. So here's the tray. And you just lay it on top of the mat. And then we're going to add the humidity dome. As of now, we don't need to turn the lights on in here because the seeds don't need light to germinate. But when they start sprouting, that's when we need to turn the lights on. If you're curious what's above it, that shelf has my sweet potatoes and the ginger. And then this one right next to the pepper tray, these are all tomatoes. There are 70 tomatoes in there. I hope you learned something from this video. If you enjoyed this video, click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and see you next time.